The gospel brings tidings, glad tidings indeed, to mourners in Zion who want to be freed from sin and Satan. Mount Sinai's flame, the good news of salvation through Jesus the Lamb. What sweet invitations the gospel contains to men heavy laden with bondage and chains. It welcomes the weary to come and be blessed with ease from their burdens in Jesus to rest. Thirst for the Lord, a fountain is open, and Jesus the Word, their poor parched conscience to cool and to wash from guilt and pollution, from dead works and drugs.
It did get easier because there were so many people and they were leaving, so I knew they weren't going to stick around and ask questions for the most part, which I know it's good to talk about it, but being the first time, it's kind of nice to just like hand it and just go.
What was the hardest part about it for you?
Handing them out to people my age.
What was the hardest for you?
The hardest was like I thought was older people because they looked weird. I only actually had overall even 2 people tell me no.
What was the hardest for you?
The hardest was either the lady in the concession stand, because I gave it to her and I said, "Did you get one?" And she said, "Yeah," because Steve already gave her one. So I mean, that was kind of like, okay.
We learned, and when we came back to the seat and we talked about it. And,
yeah, we talked about it, and I realized I should have asked her if she read it or if she.
Yeah. And that's the key about doing the stuff as we talked about the game, is to be able to come back, talk about it, learn from it, situation. So, were you nervous at all throughout the whole thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did anyone, yell at you besides the security guard? But did anyone say, "Get out of my face, get away from me"? Like all those fears that I think that drive us primarily. What are people going to do? What are they going to think? What are they going to say?
Because even the people who didn't want it, they were just like no, and then walked away, or no thanks, or like, and that was just 2 out of.
And I think the reason that they didn't want it is because they thought it was something else. Because at the beginning they were getting handed advertisements or whatever, and like you asked them, they didn't really look at it. They were just like, "No thanks," or whatever. They probably thought that it was like Because one of the old guys I tried to give it to, he was like, he's like, no, I'm not gonna give any money. I was like, no, I was like, here.
What is each one of you go through, and whoever wants to go first, I'll just focus on your head. But the biggest thing you learned tonight, that you took away from tonight, you may not learn, but just generally took away.
How easy it is. And I know we didn't do much, but we did. We started the process. Maybe somebody else will water that seed, but if 50% of those people actually took the time to read the bag, some can be convicted.
If
Some
1% did,
exactly.
it's worth it.
I don't know. It was fun. I mean, I'm not really a people person, but I guess I am more than I thought I was.
So you guys,
Yeah, it was easier, and for me, it was just like, just do it. Like, instead of overthinking it and psyching myself out before we even start. It was kind of nice that there were so many people, because like you don't even think about it. You're just like, hey, did you know?
It definitely got easier as more people came out, and the bigger the crowd. I felt it got easier too.
Just doing it instead of overthinking it, like, and just start it. You know, you're gonna I'm gonna be nervous all the time, but I have to try to think about it. Just do it. It'll get easier.
The big thing I learned was that I guess the reason why, like, your fears, like, people will reject you, or people will, like, make fun of you, or, like, call you, like say you're judging them, or, like, call these, like, whatever. It's not really, I mean, I guess, I don't know, it's not as...
You're there. You're right.
It doesn't happen as much as you think it would.
Give me one example of when that happened tonight. It didn't, right? And what I found is even when you take it to the next level, you start to truly share the gospel, you'll see the same thing. The fears that we put into it don't end up being reality at all. So we have 10 seconds. Any closing thoughts?
Praise glory. God is good.
Good job, guys.